Good afternoon everybody, it's your pal Metalhead here, hope you're going well. Just coming to you now from Tottenham Court Road, walking past this fairly familiar part of London, as for many years I catch buses here to go on to Willesden where I used to live. Now, I've just got a job offer at a Filipino restaurant in London, and so today I thought to myself, after I sign my job contract at 3 o'clock, I'm going to go out to Jolibee. I first heard of Jolibee thanks to vlogger Jordan the Lion. He used to live in Los Angeles, and in the state of California, there's a large Filipino diaspora. So Jolibee is a Filipino fast food restaurant that is, it's pretty much like their version of McDonald's, or it's like, let's just say if McDonald's and KFC adopted a Filipino child, it would be Jolibee. I mean, I heard that joke off Geography Now. So Jolibee's been in the UK for a couple of years. They've got one in Wales, they've got something like Liverpool and in London, and also in, like, they've got one in Earls Court, and they've got one in, I think it's like, not Trafalgar, it's not Trafalgar Square, but Leicester Square. So we're gonna go to the one at Earls Court today. Now, it's been raining. These shoes I bought in Bulgaria have a hole in it, and I was only in Bulgaria, what, like 2 weeks ago? So I have to head into Primark now, get myself a new pair of shoes and some socks, because you know what happens when you walk around London and it rains and you got holes in your shoes? You get wet socks. Finally got myself a new pair of shoes, 14 quid, so just saying goodbye to the last pair. Can't believe it didn't even last me more than 2 weeks. Sorry. Like normally, when I buy a pair of shoes from Primark, they tend to like last me a month because I do a lot of, well, yeah, I do a lot of walking, but I mean, literally, when you're on a job, like in a kitchen, I wear gumboots because that saves me from losing the soles. Because seriously, like, once you got holes in the soles of your shoes, sometimes it's not worth replacing them. I mean, you're better off just buying a new pair of shoes. But many years ago, you could get a pair of shoes from Primark for like a $5, like really crappy, good quality ones, and they could like last you for a month and all. But these days, they don't sell them anymore. You want to try buying a second pair of shoes for that price at, you know, op shops? Good luck. I was just in an op shop today, and they were selling second-hand shoes for 20 quid. Really good black leather shoes. I'm like, how is this going to last me more than a month? So, just walking through Holland Park right now. I've already signed my job contract today, which is good. I'll start working on Wednesday, you know. I mean, yesterday was so good on the trial. They fed me crispy pork with a really nice patty, which reminds you of like the Jamaican style patties they make in the Caribbean, and also some rice. Yes. But I really can't wait to try Jolibee today. I remember walking past the Jolibee in Cardiff a couple of years ago, and at the prices, I was like, man, is that really something you want to charge in Cardiff? I mean, if you're in London, you charge more, I guess, but Cardiff, why charge that much for, you know, takeaway food? I also haven't been to a Tim Hortons. Like, I was in Canada for a whole week many years ago. Never tried Tim Hortons there. But then there's a Tim Hortons somewhere in London and Birmingham and Cardiff. And so when I went to one in Cardiff, I was like, what, you're going to charge me like £4.50 for like a big cup of coffee, flavoured stuff? I thought, man, if I had gone to Canada instead of going to Cardiff, I reckon the price of a Tim Hortons coffee would be less. But then again, you gotta think, alright, these type of foreign brands like Tim Hortons, Jolibee, I don't think they actually import stuff from Canada or the Philippines to run their businesses in foreign countries. I just think they probably get like local chicken breasts and just cook it the Filipino way. Or basically they probably imported some flavoring from Canada. Okay, so a bit of history about me and the Philippines. I used to go to a church in Sydney, Australia, St. Michael's Catholic Church, and there were 3 sisters from Manila, Maria, Suzanne, Cecilia, and they used to sit in the front row near Mrs. Kyo, and since I was like 10 until the time I left the church, they were really good friends of mine. They would go abroad and bring me back key rings to be part of my keyring collection. Their parents sadly passed away in the same year, about 1999, and they were really nice people and all, and they had family in America and they had family in Manila. Now, I was supposed to go to Manila January 2015, but then sadly I caught a really bad chest infection in Borneo. I was worried I was going to get pneumonia, so I came back to Australia instead of going to Manila. Then in 2016, I had a flight ticket to Manila in May of that year, but then sadly, I canned the trip so I could come back to England early and see Metal Church. This is like the 2nd time I'd moved to England out of the 3 times. But there is a direct flight from London to Manila a couple of times a week on the Philippine Airlines, but it would be much cheaper if I was to travel via the Middle East, because like Manila is connected through many countries, not just Australia and Southeast Asia, but United States and Canada and the Middle East, and also Europe as well. So Jolibee is in Earls Court, and it was opened in 2018. I just spoke to my Filipino manager, and he basically says he doesn't like the taste because there are some things you can't bring over from the Philippines, like ingredients, that makes the taste of Jolibee in Manila better than the taste of Jolibee in Earls Court. I mean, I don't really blame them. It's like, there's a South African shop in London, in like Charing Cross. They can't import peppermint crisp from South Africa, so they have to bring over the Australian ones, which is really, well, it's okay. I mean, it's the same thing, but I mean, I prefer the South African peppermint crisp rather than the Australian one. Just walking in Earls Court, and I've spotted the famous Jolibee bumblebee. There's a chef's hat, it's colored red. Here it is. Chicken, burgers, spaghetti. I wonder what I'm gonna have today. I reckon I'll probably have some spaghetti, maybe a hot dog, and some rice. Definitely want one of those pies though, or those desserts. So this is what I got. I got myself some pineapple juice, the spaghetti, which I believe it has like chopped up hot dogs, meat in it, and then a piece of chicken, like deep fried chicken with gravy, and a peach mango pie. So I'm gonna go dig in now and give you guys a review. Okay, so I wouldn't really say it's similar to KFC chicken, but I mean it is crispy and fried. Comes with gravy. Oh boy. Man, this gravy is quite sweet and all. But the chicken, really good quality from Britain, I guess. I'd say it's a lot more tastier than in KFC. You know? And this cost me a total of like under 12 quid. So I mean, it's well worth it because I don't really come here often. Get some of this pineapple juice for now. So much better than buying Coca-Cola. Now I'm just going to try into the spaghetti. Walk. Oh yes, and get a bit of hot dog, you know. It's really spicy, the spaghetti is. So damn good. It's like chili meat with spaghetti and pieces of hot dog. I would never think about that anywhere in the world. Okay, I'll put that to the side. Replenish. Now this is peach and mango pie. Similar to what McDonald's has apple pie. Sometimes in America with Macca's get cherry pies. So, yep, same type of pastry texture of it. Really hot. Oh, that pie is so good. I mean, not quite sugary and all, but I'm just glad I brushed my teeth today. So I couldn't leave without getting myself a coconut and mango sundae. You know, it looks much more prettier than what the McDonald's have. But man, this is Filipino. This is Pinoy. This is so good, man. So I'm just gonna turn off my camera for a bit and try it. There is nothing more enjoyable than soft serve ice cream served with coconut and mango topping. So going down to Jolibee at Earls Court if you're visiting London. And if you're visiting Liverpool or Cardiff, you'll find Jolibee there. Hell, you'll even find Jolibees in Canada, United States, Brunei, Saudi Arabia, maybe Kuwait, I guess, and all over the Philippines. That's great. Jolibee. Fantastic stuff.